So if you guys haven't heard, they're coming out with another Coraline next year in February, and obviously it's going to be animated. But I thought it would be fun to give my interpretation of what a live action cast would look like. This is just my opinion. First, for Coraline, I feel like it would be super cool if we can get Maisie Williams from Game of Thrones. I feel like she's such a talented actress, and she looks like she could fit in the role. Like, look at her with blue hair. I feel like she would fit really good, and she's so versatile with the roles that she takes, especially after Game of Thrones. Next is Natalia Dyer for the same role. I feel like she would be a second option. She's very talented, and I feel like physically she looks like she could play this. Next, for the mom, I literally didn't have to think twice. Here are my two options. None other than the most talented actress, Sarah Paulson. I feel like she would embody this role. Like, this was made for her. If you've seen her in American Horror Story and other movies, she literally embodies the character, and she can go from playing the villain to the protagonist in any movie. The second option would be Angelina Jolie. I don't have to tell you guys that she's very talented, but also I feel like she would fit very well into playing this character just because of her physical attributes. She has very hollow eyes, she's very naturally thin, and overall this would just play well for her. Not to mention, look what they were able to do to her face for Maleficent. Like, look how evil she looks. You can't tell me Angelina wouldn't play this. She would dominate this. Okay, next for the dad. This was very hard for me to decide just because I had to visualize if this actor could play this side of the dad and this side of the dad where he's super tired. Because of this, I would pick Robert Downey Jr. I can honestly see him being this tired dad and then being this one that's being manipulated by the mother. I could totally see him embodying this. I say this because at first I thought, oh, he's just an action actor because of the Marvel movies. But you see him in Dr. Dolittle and other stuff like that, and you're like, oh, well, maybe he could play something else. Next, for Wybie, and I base this a lot off of the looks and also the performance that I've seen this actor in. My choice for this would be Caleb McLaughlin. I think that's how you say his name. I don't know. Honestly, when I was thinking about this role, he was the first person that came up just because of his performance in Stranger Things. Also, I noticed that obviously Eleven was the main character, but as a side character, which were the three boys, he was the most prominent one because of his acting. Now, obviously, the most important character here is the cat, so we need to get the perfect actor to voice him. One of my options would be Ben Kingsley. Now, if you don't know who he is, he voiced the Panther in the live-action Jungle Book movie. My next option would be Jason Isaacs. Now, if you don't know who he is, he voiced the serpent in Harry Potter. But if you listen to him in interviews and stuff, he sounds like he could play the cat just because of his British, older voice. So yeah. And that would be my cast of the Coraline live action. Let me know if you guys have any other choices that would be better.